Wondering how all those photographers are getting that gorgeous light and beautiful poses every single time? Well, it all starts with knowing and understanding lighting and posing. Once you get it though, you're going to be able to create photos that other photographers and your clients drool over. Today, I'm sharing my best posing and lighting tips for beginner photographers. I'm covering 5 tips that will help you nail your lighting and posing and up-level your art as soon as possible. And make sure you stay to the end because I'm giving you my client's favorite pose, the one 90% of my 850 clients have ended up purchasing over the years. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Hey, I'm Tracy and I help boudoir photographers stay forever booked out. Be sure to grab my free guidebook that lays out my 5 best tips for booking clients without Facebook ads. My first boudoir photography lighting tip is specifically about different types of light. And I want to focus on broad light, short light, and flat light. There are so many other types of light, but I really think these are the most important for boudoir photographers specifically.
Okay, let's talk about broad, short, and flat light. So I don't have them in order here. Right here, this is short light. You see the shadow side is closest to the camera, the shadow side of the face, and it really just sculpts the face. This is broad light. The shadow side is the furthest from the face, and you can see if she didn't have just a really sculpted face already, this could definitely be unflattering to some facial types. And then flat light. This is where the shadow is, there's not really a shadow side. The light is coming directly from behind. It's just super flat. This is more how backlighting is going to look. So if you're backlighting, I'm definitely backlighting in this photo. So everything is just real clean and flat and pretty. Now for boudoir, I personally think that this version, the short light, is the best just because it really gives the sculpted look on her face. It's very, very flattering for almost all facial types. And then on top of that, it really sculpts the body as well.
My second boudoir photography lighting tip is about using shadows in your favor.
What I mean by using shadows in your favor is you can see here how this is really sculpting her body. I put her where her body is away from the light, her face is towards the light. That puts that short light on her face. So it's sculpting her face automatically. But on top of that, it's really focusing on making sure that her abs pop, making sure that her chest looks great, making sure her hips look really good. It's putting the shadows in the correct place to sculpt her body to give her the most flattering images possible.
My third boudoir photography lighting tip, this is the one that I think is the best tip for boudoir photographers in general, and it's one that I use from my very favorite photographer, Jerry Guiones, and it is simply face towards the light, body away from the light. Let me show you.
Here's a great example. All of these are in different poses, very different poses, but we're all doing body away from the light, face towards the light. When you're bringing your body away from the light, that puts the shadows and the light in the correct places to make sure that you're really flattering what you want to flatter. So body away, shadows so that it sculpts her body, face towards the light so her face is always in the light. We may not put her entire face in the light. We may hide a little bit of her face with the hair. Her face is still towards the light. Same thing here, face towards the light, body away. We're really sculpting like her hips and the sides of her chest and things like that. Her abs look great. And then the same thing here, the body away from the light. That really sculpts her chest well. Her legs look great because we're sculpting them. And then her face is still towards the light. And the same thing in this last photo. She's looking at the camera. Her face is still towards the light. Her body is away.
And my first boudoir photography posing tip is to make sure that you pose from head to toe. Let me show you exactly what I mean.
I'm going to show you a few photos from this client session because I pose all of my clients from head to toe. This is a super simple photo. You can see I'm really using light and shadows to sculpt her body, but she is posed from head to toe. Every single piece of this client, every single body part is posed from head to toe, from the softness of her hands to the way that her legs are laying. And here's another pose. I put every single body part in its specific place. A nice soft curve of her arm, nice soft curve of her leg, like a pop of her leg and her hip. And then I intentionally had her facing that way with her entire body so that the light would hit exactly where I wanted it. Make sure before you click the shutter, every single piece is in the frame exactly how you want it. And exactly the same here. Every piece of her is exactly how I wanted it, from the softness of her hands to the relaxed posture of her legs to her looking towards the light in the window. Every single piece of her body is exactly where I want it in the frame and the way that I want it posed.
Now let's talk about my second boudoir photography posing tip, and that is, if you don't like the pose, don't photograph it. Now, unfortunately, or not so unfortunately, I don't actually have a photo of this tip, because if I don't want to photograph a pose, if I don't like a pose, I'm just not going to photograph it. I really want to encourage you to do the same. Sometimes I think as photographers, we feel like our clients won't think that we know what we're doing if we're not shooting as fast as we can. And especially if we're not photographing all the time. They think we don't know what we're doing. That is not the case at all. I truly think that your clients are going to respect you more if you take the time to pose a client, take all the time you need to make sure everything in frame is perfect. I really think your clients are going to respect you more if you're very intentional with what you photograph. Believe me, they don't want to see unflattering photos of themselves, just like you wouldn't. So make sure that you're intentional. And my last tip for boudoir photography posing is to show you exactly how to pose my client's very favorite pose in the history of my business. I would say literally 90% of my clients have purchased this specific photo from one angle or the other for their album. So let me show you and explain it.
So this is the best-selling pose of all of my poses that I have, and you can see she's on her toe, on her legs. You can see every single piece of her is completely posed from head to toe. I've got her toes pointed. We want to, when I lay her down, here's exactly what I say. I say lay down on the floor parallel to the wall, straighten your right leg out, bend your left leg, be on your toe, arch your back, chin up slightly towards the window. Make sure you'll need to make sure that her hair is spread out, and then her arms are relaxed over her head. And then I say arch, arch, arch. Then I get this straight on pose. Make sure you're crouched down on the floor to get this so that you can get that arch under her back. And then the next pose that I get is this one. I just go above and to the side of her a little bit. Get this pose. I usually get a close-up and a full length of this. She is going to buy one or both or all three.
And those are my best posing and lighting tips for beginner photographers. Be sure to subscribe and get notified on my next video, which is on the pricing and session fee mistake most new photographers make, and the one that you need to avoid. While you wait, make sure that you check out this video, and if this was helpful, make sure to let me know and give it a like.
Laney says bye. We'll see you next time.